Today on this video, we're going to discuss about the classes of investments in real estate land in Abuja. The classes of investments in real estate land in Abuja. We have the high investments, we have the medium investments, and we have the low investments. The high investments is the land you have in places like Asokoro, Busape, Maitama, Uye, places like Kaura, um, places like Katampe, Jai, and etc. These are high classes of investments. So if you don't have enough fund, you don't go into such investments. You see, there is no need for you to have 30,000 naira and you say you go and start begging a land that is 1.2 billion. You can see that it's out of place. So these places I mentioned are the high class of investments. Then we have the medium class of investments. And the medium class of investment are places like Kubwa, places like Karawe Dollars, places like Kiami, places like Piakasa, and the rest. Okanje also is inclusive. Kabusa is inclusive. These are medium classes of investments. Then we also have the low classes of investment. These are places that you can term as land banking, or you can also, if you have low funds, you can invest in them. And these places are Orozo, Jaite, Kuje South, Dobi, Karishi, and even Buari. That's the FO2. These are the low class of investments. And one mistake that people make is you have money for medium class of investment. You go and buy low class of investment. You go and buy low land and want to push it so that they'll give you the same profit that the medium land gives to you. For example, if somebody invests 1.2 billion and the person is making an extra and is selling for 1.5 billion, of course you have seen the amount he invested. Of course, it's worth that return on investment. You cannot invest less than 1 billion and you want to get 500 million return on investment, or 300 million on investment, depending on who is buying and who is selling. You cannot stretch, just like you stretching your horse of 6 months to do what the horses for 10 years have been doing. So people make that mistake that they use small land and they want to put so much money on it. See, if you have say 30 million naira, don't go and start buying Orozo, low class of investment, because such money can give you Kubwa, such money can give you Kiami, such money can give you Piakasa, the medium investment, which if you invest, of course you can make 1, 2, 3, 4 million on it, or 5, which is understandable. But you don't go and buy Orozo for let's say 5 million and you want to make 10 million. you see, you just will not succeed. Even you just end up stressing your brain, your mind, and your whole self. And you see, those in diaspora, you people make, I don't know if you don't listen to my videos, or you don't want to act on it. Because if you have been following my video, if you have been listening to my video, you will see, I say it severally, that you don't fall into wrong hands of your brothers, your friends, your family friends, your wife, and other people around you. Don't fall into their trap. They will get, for example, get a land in Orozo that is worth 5 million. They'll come and sell it for you for 15 million. Then when you want to sell, they have already taken your profit. You want to, they will tell you, we see it all the time. They will tell you that the market is not viable now for you to sell, or the market is standstill, that you should hold on, that when the market start moving, you will he or she will sell for you. That is not true. Anybody that tells you that such story, that person has duped you from the beginning. Places like, you see, it's places like Jaite, you have to call. If you want to, if you're dealing with an agent, if you're dealing with your brother, you're dealing with your friend, call other people. There are agent numbers online. I'm not saying you should call me, but call you see, today the world is a global village. You can get whatever number you want to get. Call people in Abuja, call agents in Abuja. If you're buying land in Abuja, such land you want to buy, or your friend gave you such land, or your wife gave you such land, or your brother gave you such land, look at the paper, ask for the soft copy, get the soft copy of that place, call people around and ask them the range. It might not necessarily be, say, he gave you for 15 million, and such land it's 5 6 million. Of course the range will be between 5 million and no, will not exceed 7 million. When you call people, you call 2 or 3 people, you can get this numbers, this agent's number on net, and call them. They will give you the range, and you will know that and your brother is telling you 15 million. You know that you are in a wrong hand, and you don't do such investment. Because if you give your brother 15 million, when you want to sell and bring out that land to sell, and that land it's still on 7 million, how do you make that? Who will buy from you? Of course, your brother will start telling you that the market is not ripe, that some 1 or 2 things, the minister has done this, the minister has done that. Most of these things are lies. So open your eye, shine your eye, make calls. There are numbers of so many. See, today, all you can get whatever number you want to get. Call, make your own findings. Go at the back of your brother, your sister, your family member. Go and do your own independent finding, and know the rate that place is going for. So most people in diaspora, they fall into this trap. They bring Orozo and come and tell you Orozo is 15 million. They bring Jaite and come and tell you Jaite is 15 million. They bring they bring Dobi that is about 2 million. They'll bring Dobi and come and tell you it's 15 million, and you buy because it's an FCDA paper, not knowing that those places are investment land. If you bring if you bring FO1, which is Kubwa, and say that FO1 is around 20-25 million, yes, that is the range. That is FO1 across. There are some FO1 you get for 60 million. There are some FO1 you get for 100 million. Yes, there are some Caraway dollars you get for 65 million. There's some you get for 75 million. There's some you get 100 million. Those are the medium investment. So don't allow your relative to take a low investment land and come and sell for you at the rate of a medium investment land. You have entered the door. You have entered the door of investment wrongly, because by the time you enter the you want to sell, you will know that you are in a wrong place. You are in your relative has scammed you. So If you want to invest in Abuja, especially Abuja property is very lucrative, no doubt about that. But if you must invest, make sure that you understand what category of investment you're going into. Is it the high class of investment, or the medium class of investment, or the low class of investment? If you have 20,000 and below, you can go to the you can also go into the medium. You go to Piakasa and other places. If you have I'm sorry, 20 million and above, you get to go to those places. If you have 10 million and below, you can go to the low class. Then if you have 100 and to 1 billion or million, you begin to go to Maitama and Asokoro and Gusape and Uye. You go to those places. So please, if you're not in Nigeria and you want to invest in property, in land, now we're talking about land in particular. If you want to invest in Abuja land, please know that there are three categories of land, and know that they have their different prices. Get my number, or you can DM me and ask that I want to know. I'll give you more. I'll explain to you more these categories. I'll give you a list so that you know what you're doing and their prices and the range of their prices. You understand that there are different sellers and there are different buyers, and your power of bargain. But there are ranges. Like in F01 now, you're looking between 100 million and 25 million, depending on what side of Kubwa you're buying in F01. That's what the style, that's the layout we call the F01 layout. If you're buying in Gusape, you know that you're buying between 800 to 1.5 billion, depending on where you're also buying. So there are ranges to this. So if you're investing in high class or high category investment, there is the price, there is a range for it. In medium, there is a range for it, and there are also places, layouts that fall into these different categories. So don't go and buy low category lands. Don't go and buy low category lands and want to come and sell or push the land to medium category. It will not work. It will not work in the market, because if you take your land to the marketplace, nobody's going to look at it. I believe we have learned one or two things from this video, and we'll also take into cognizance that we need to understand the land business in Abuja before diving into it. See you in my next video. God bless.